Hello everybody and welcome back to Arkangelus Gaming. Arkangelus here and welcome back to Space Engineers Never Surrender. As you can see, I have been doing a lot, and I mean a lot, of mining. That little mine shaft that used to be only a little wide, let's come out of here and I'll show you, used to only be up to about here. As you can see, it's now a lot bigger and a lot deeper. I do have the occasional wolf attacks, so if I get attacked, I'll have to deal with them, obviously. In our base, as you probably remember from last time, that door was manual. I've added in a little sensor here, so I could actually automate at least a little of the tasks. As you see, it extends to the right of it, so coming this way into the room, that's forward, and then towards the door is obviously going to be the right. You've got it going outwards towards the planes as well, and also you got front coming into the room, back going out towards the planes. You've got bottom going down and then right going out this way. So obviously this will be left and then this will be up. So I've left those as they are, so that it basically only detects through the door. As you see, I've turned everything off except for owner and detect players. So if I was to ever have anybody else come into this server, which is my personal one, basically it'll detect them as well. So because I tend not to do PvP. I'm no good at PvP. I'll be obliterated within the first 10 seconds. Anyway, so under setup actions, we've got it so that the door will open when you're within the field of influence, and when you're out of it, it'll close it. Okay, coming out of there. As you see, I've moved the refinery and the basic refinery, the basic assembler over here. I've added in the connection point at long last. I've managed to get all the materials put together for these except for the cobalt for the metal grids. I carved out the survival kit and put it in here because, well, frankly, the battery would eventually run out on our respawn pod, which, as you can tell, I've managed to move the sucker by putting in a flight seat, and underneath it somewhere is a gyroscope. Now at some point we are going to have to work on it and actually sort it out. I'll come to this big old rig in a minute, but as you can see, with our little rover, it's now got full mining capabilities, a rotor and a hinge for the solar panels so I can get into the mine shaft. I'll show you that in a second. I'll finish off with this baby first. Large grid rover, still work in progress. Got an ore detector, large grid ore detector, so it's got like a much larger range, because I've taken the dragonfly, as I've called it, because of the solar panel array, and I just can't seem to find any cobalt within quite a distance in any direction that I go without falling into crags and crevices, which hopefully this won't have the problem with. As you see, I've put a load of blocks in the way to stop it from rolling down the hill, because to be able to get underneath it, it was getting a bit difficult with the welder, because it wasn't getting behind a landing gear that I had in the middle to be able to get to this grid. To get to, can I get in there? This block here. But as you see, it is coming along. She is starting to take form. I've still got a load of stuff in the inventory as well, so I need a load of construction components even to continue on. So as you see, this been a lot of work trying to get this sorted out. It's been a bit of a challenge, I'll be honest with you, trying to make things work. Not sure why that nickel's in there. So yeah, under production, as you can see, I've got everything queued up for the construction components. It's a bit of a nightmare. And why all of a sudden are you doing a nosedive? Weird. Okay. Yeah, that is weird. That wasn't doing a nosedive a minute ago. Alright, so if I hit the 1 key, and I'll stop this for a second so you guys can see this. Hope we've got the rotor lock on. It's a transformer! Only partially, anyway. Oh. That's why. Yeah, getting this in and out, oh man, this was a nightmare at one point. I had to do a lot of modifications to the terrain to be able to basically get in and out. Filled up the cargo holds within seconds. 4 cargo holds. And then we've got 4 drills to also fill up. That's the drills mostly filled. So now we come out. Actually, if I go 1 and go 9, I can actually see where I'm going better. Because 9, I've put a camera on the back. There we go. Unfurl the solar array. Well, I call it an array. It's not exactly a correct term, is it? Because it's only 2 solar panels. It's more like a solar set, isn't it? There we go. And then just park it in place. And that sorts out the lock. You can hear the refinery kicking in. Tell you what, it's taken so much work to get it to this point, guys. I mean, just being able to now just sit back and allow it to do its thing in the meantime. So what I can now do is come off of this while all that lovely stone is being refined, and I can start figuring out what I need. Told you wolf attacks were imminent. I mean, this isn't exactly the way you deal with things in the wild. I mean, I don't think this would even be realistically possible. But mind you, these are cyber dogs. Another one that's fallen through the voxels. Oh, that reminds me, guys. There was a brilliant, absolutely brilliant Viva La Dirt episode. One where Rowan goes past a tiny little tree stump after a massive argument with oh, I forget his name. One of the other characters, players, sorry. And yeah, in the end, ends up sinking through the terrain, and ended up flying through all sorts of different games and environments and all that. It were all cyber, and it was just so funny. The music score that they used was absolutely perfect, spot on perfect for it. I mean, these guys are great. If you haven't seen them, go and see them as well, because Viva la Dirt, 2 thumbs way up, guys. 2 thumbs way up for what you're doing. Keep it up. Anyway, yeah. So here we are. Large steel tubes. I need 20 per wheel, so that's going to be 80 so far. 6, 12, 24. So that's. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. So 24. That's 104 now. Let's see what else we need. None in there. None in there. So 144. So I'll go and add that to the queue. So yeah, at the moment this is what I'm doing. I'm going back and forth, just adding in what I need as I need it, in the hope that eventually I'll be able to build this thing. Once we get the main assemblers online and all that, it'll make this a lot easier to be able to add things to the queue. Because with the assembler, you'll be able to add to the build planner, and then basically take it and basically add those components straight to your assembler through just a couple of clicks inside the production queue. And you've seen me do it before. I can do it again anyway. So when I get that point, say 12. Me and my heavy right mouse. All right. So 12, 24, 48 of the small tubes. 48, so 108 of the small tubes. And yeah, this is basically what I do when I'm starting off a campaign. Is I go through all of the effort. 108. Okay, so that should be everything for this. No, it isn't. Motors. So 6, 12, 24. 25. 30. So 30 motors, and we'll say 40 radio. Ooh. Yeah, I've got to sort that out at some point. Still got loads of stuff components to try and fathom out on this. Okay, displays. Yeah, got 8. Oh, for crying out loud! What is wrong with me this morning? Right, so 8 of them. Really, just 8 displays. That's it. 8 displays, 20 comps. Oh, it's 80 per the power supplies, so that'll be 160. So yeah, the hope is with this large grid, with this large grid rover, is to be able to find the elusive cobalt and everything else that I can find in the meantime. Alright, so let's see what we've got now. We've got 100 computers, 150, 175, plus 8. It's 183. Oh, for Christ's sake, Michael. Okay, just get it right. Take my middle finger off of that and put it over the left one, I think. Okay, now where was I? So it was at 183 computers. I've got 60 bulletproof. Hey. So 100 and 83 computers. I know it says 182, but you got that one there now. Oh, bugger, I've forgotten what it was for the bulletproof. $60 bulletproof. Get out this way. There we go. That's interesting. How comes doing that it triggered? Alright, I'm confused. And that is a .com and .co.uk. I think it's a .org as well. Weird. But long and short of it is, as you guys can tell, it's going to be a lot more mining. Whee! Yeah, I haven't sorted out the power to the wheels or the maximum speed or anything like that. So yeah, this thing can go some. One of these days, I'm going to have to see, just from my own personal interest, about doing a mining rover. So just doing a rover, sorry, that's built for speed, that can survive any rolls, tumbles, things like that, just for a sheer laugh. Yeah, maybe have it so it can go on over the top or the bottom or something like that. Just, you know, just to see if I can actually do it, really, more than anything. I'm so curious to see if that will be possible. There's a lot of things I want to do in Space Engineers that I've not yet got round to actually trying to do. Ah! Come on, up, 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 up. I know you can do it. I've seen you do it. You've done it 1,000 times. Way. Now that was lucky. That was so lucky. I thought I was going to smash into that at like, I don't know, 20 meters per second or something and just blow the entire tail end up. Oh, that was so lucky. Okay. Why is connector 1 all of a sudden just grabbing everything? It shouldn't be. It's on. Weird. Neither the detectors are on collect all, which happens to be quite a good, useful tool. Earlier on in the game, if you just want everything to be, say, in the back of your rover, you throw on collect all. It'll take stuff from the cargo into the connector. It just makes it so much easier to just be able to grab stuff out of your rover. Just make sure you know you've only got like one item on board or something like that. Otherwise, it will grab a bit of this, bit of that, bit of everything, really. Basically, I'll be honest with you guys. Again, I use that phrase quite a lot. Yeah, but the truth is, though, is I am being honest with you here, but I'm trying to use a lot more of the features in the game. A lot more of the functions that I've never used before. I mean, if you guys have seen the Lost Colony campaign, you'll know that I tried using a couple of new commands in that. I will get back to Lost Colony tomorrow, which is... oh, excuse me, sorry. I've got a bit of a tickle in my throat today. Bother. Sorry guys, I just need to grab some tissue. Be right back. Yeah, spilling coffee over a keyboard, not exactly a great idea. Especially not first thing in the morning. Give you guys an idea, it's 8:30 in the morning, UK time. So, I guess I'm not exactly firing on all cylinders as of yet. I've got a couple of cups of coffee in front of me and the hope and dream that I will wake up soon. Okay. Now, where are my construction components? I've used them all. Right. Grab all the small components first. See what damage we can do. That's just large. I'd go around. Probably the best idea. But yeah, alright, sorry about that guys, I was called away by a phone call, had to take it, very important stuff, especially when family's involved. Alright, I think that's everything I had in my inventory, yeah. So, yeah. It's just simply a case now of just grinding this out. Whilst I was at it, although, I did learn something new. I learned about a type of plant known as the prayer plant. Somebody I know is interested in them. Thinking of getting one. Because apparently they droop during the night, and they yeah, then like during the day they stand back up again or something like that. That's really quite cool. I didn't even know plants did things like that, but that's something new actually. And I'm all for that, learning new stuff. Like I was saying earlier, it's like that whole thing with the pistons. I didn't have a clue that actually happened. Now I do. I've learned something new, and I'm all up for trying it. Okay, so I've now got bits everywhere. I think I've still got some room. Yep, there we go. Yeah, this at one point, the large grid vehicle was a lot closer at one point, but it sort of rolled away. Do I still have? I see. There you go, some nice big off-road tyres from the oh gosh, I forget which DLC it was now. Is that the industrial? No, it wasn't industrial. Was it Frostbite? No. Wasteland. That was it. From the Wasteland DLC. But let's be honest, that does look like an awesome set of tyres. I mean, I honestly like them. I think they look great, and I mean, don't get me wrong, I like the standard set of tyres, you know, that you get in the base game for like the small grid vehicles, but honestly I like those sort of tyres on the big grid ones. I'm missing some steel plate on that one. That was one of these. I needed a bit more. Nope. That's good. That's good. That needed a load. So the back left, or back port. No, that was steel plate. Sorry. So what's that? 25, take away 3, so 22. 22 steel plate. Oh, almost fell off the edge of that. It's now just simply a case of filling up where I can. Just building what I can and then figuring out what I need from there on out, I guess. Do need those 22 of those. So it looks like I do need some more resources. But we'll build what we can first, because it does look like we need to create some space. Let's hide that. Crime and Netley, that thing kicking in gave me made me jump. Let's get the gravel out of there, put that in the refinery. Refinery's got a lot more room in it. And use that. Right. So we're getting there. Just got a few more components just to throw on. There we go, some more batteries. Put that in the assembler because it looks like we don't need that actually. But at least that's most of this built up now. I mean, once we've got that, we can then search for some cobalt. And then we can start building some more advanced gear. Oh wow, full already? There's a way out. There's a way out. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Right. So let's get these components sorted out first. The power supply we can leave until last. I want this first. Why is it doing that? Right. Alright, so I've got a full hold. So that's that sorted out. So that's one less problem to have to remember about. Sounds like Klang's not happy that I'm building something. Okay, so that's all that built. I still need one display for that. And a ton of computers. But what I am also going to do is I'm going to get rid of a bit more of this gravel. So I've got... because gravel takes up volume. So I mean, in Lost Colony, I actually had to build an entire storage area simply for the gravel, because of the fact that otherwise I was just making so much gravel it was ridiculous. Hold on, is that everything? Okay, so I also need a display, so let's throw that in the front of the queue. I was going to finish off the batteries first. Aha. Right, so now I can at least put the parking on. Now I know this is going to sound weird, but I think what I am going to do is I'm going to do a slight modification of my on my rover, and I don't exactly know how it's going to work or how it's going to look, but I'm thinking about putting on a wind turbine. So when, and I know it's controversial, so when I am parked up, I can turn the vehicle into station mode and recharge the batteries. There is a caveat in that one. The vehicle's got to be at a complete standstill. So if it's doing 0.01 meters per second, it won't let you do it. So I can say it's a huge caveat. Right. So, how am I going to do this? Right, that's hooked in on the back of the ore detector. So what I can do is, if I grind that down, put in a standard armoured block in a so what's that? That's 12 on that one and 7 on that one, so 19. We'll make 20 steel plates. Alright, so what do we need for a wind turbine? Where are we? 40 interior plate, 8 motor. Let's have that active. 20 construction, 24 girder. Two computer. I've got 40 interior? Yeah, I've got 40 interior. Alright, so there we are. I'll just keep on grabbing as much as I can until... Oh, I think maybe we could be able to grab everything. Hey! Would you look at that? It worked! Alright. In the words of Darkwing Duck, let's get dangerous. Right, so naturally, this is going to look absolutely weird. Maybe not, actually. I mean, it's different, granted. But it works. In theory. Okay. So... the next obvious question is how the hell do we get to the cockpit? Yeah, I didn't think of that. No, that isn't going to work. Oh well, we got a jetpack, so and we have got no lights. But frankly, I'm not really bothered about that right now. So yeah, if we go into what's it, info. If you're absolutely stationary, this will come up. It will allow you to do this. Convert to station. And as you see in the background, our wind turbine is now churning away. I mean, it's got a poor wind clearance. Granted, it's on the back of a vehicle. But we are making enough power, we will be recharged in a day. Can you argue with the benefits of that? Not really. Well, you could, but, you know, I'll leave that one up to you guys, what you want to think on it. I think the next thing we need to do is maybe slap on at least a spotlight or two, so at least we can see where we're going. Probably put them either side of this battery array. I think that's going to be our next major port of call. Talking about seeing where I'm going, where do spotlights go? I mean, we could choose any of these really, but I'm going to choose that spotlight there. Yeah. So for that, Right, we want large grid, so we want... Actually, what have we got on me? We've got 6 steel plates. So I need 2 lots of 8, so... That's 16. So I just need to make 10 steel plate. 4 large steel tubes. Oh, that is large grid? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. 40 interior plate. 30 construction and 8 bulletproof. Alright. And hopefully, when all things are said and done after all this exercise, we'll be able to find ourselves some cobalt. You know, get that back to base, refine it. Right. Okay. So I'm thinking if we go mid-center, either side. That comes to use the wind turbine. There we go. Some nice powerful floodlights to be able to break through even the mistiest of nights. Alright, let's have a look at what we got here. So, ore detector. We'll throw it at a maximum broadcast using antennas. We've got enable broadcasting on. So yeah, I think I'm going to just save this here because you never know what would happen when you convert back to ship. We'll call this the... I need a name for this thing, so call it the LG 1441. Call it the K9 because it's going to sniff out the ore for us. Yeah. There we go. It's already found some nickel and some magnesium, and our turning circle is humongous. So yeah, I put GPS marker here, new from current. Magnesium vein. Magnesium and nickel. Because that's what's in this area. Oh, there's actually some silicon as well. Okay. Way, I'd turn that around. Whoop. Whoa, 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 no, 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 no. I should have put a gyroscope on this thing. Oh dear. Okay, that didn't go as planned. That's why I saved. One of the reasons why I saved, sorry. I mean, if you see my Lost Colony campaign, you know how terrible a driver I am. Yeah, when it comes to video game driving. Real life, I'm actually very safe. Don't get me wrong. I do go quite fast, but I am very safe. Okay, so convert to ship. We'll turn left this time, see what's up this way. Oh, hello! Right near a gold vein? What was it? H? Yeah. Gold and silver within spitting distance of the base. Oh man, I didn't even know that was there. I mean, we got magnesium, we got gold and silver all within spitting distance. Oh. So, AUAG. So we'll put gold and silver. If you see my Lost Colony campaign, I always get these two mixed up. AU is gold, AG is silver. So all we need to do now, guys, is just find that Cobalt, that elusive Cobalt. And I think we're going to be in business for building pretty much anything in the game. Alright, that didn't look good. I think I've nadgered the antenna array here, folks. Oh wow, I didn't just nadger it, I completely obliterated it. I should have had that facing upwards then. Okay. Another restart, I know. But we've learnt a few things. One, my driving in games is terrible. And two, we need to readjust the antenna. Ah, that's why. Now, it does mean that we'll probably drop a lot of this on the floor. Because I don't have anywhere really to put it, but at least we know where it is. Yeah, a lot of this is going to be like these radio comps.
Full. Inventory full.
Oh, come on.
Inventory full.
Right, okay.
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
I mean, I know we're using up some of our hydrogen here.
Inventory full.
But honestly, I think this is about the easiest way I know of quickly rebuilding this. Right. Okay. So antenna's sorted out, that's sorted out. We'll half the speed limit. Alright. Oh, save game. It was over this way somewhere, I'm sure it was. Go. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, you don't. Yeah, you got to be careful how you use that handbrake. Right, so GPS, new from current. So, AU and AG. Gold and silver veins. What? No, 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 no. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. What? How? What? Huh? What? Huh? 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 What? Huh? I don't get that one. I really don't. I think I might have to put like maybe the forward arm of wheels to stop it tipping forward, maybe. I really ain't got a clue what went down there, because that shouldn't have happened. So that... Whoa! Right, Clang obviously does not like me. I mean, seriously. Okay, I think I'm going to take the drive off of the front wheels. Just have it on the rears. Because I have a feeling that might be the problem. I mean, this thing weighs 33,000 kilograms, and yet a tree turns it around. Iron and gold. And cobalt! Which is a bloody long way down. So CU, AU and FE. Cobalt, gold and iron. Okay. Right, where's this gold deposit? $86. So 86 meters down from here, specifically. Oh God, how are we going to do this? I really don't want to have to create an entire bloody drilling rig. Nor do I want to bury my dragonfly into the mountainside. Okay, well, I'm going to drop another marker specifically for the cobalt. Right, let's have a look at the topography. None of this actually helps me at all. Alright. I'm going to turn this rig into station mode. Oh, I've got a better name for it. Hound. Right. Actually, what I should have done was turned a lot of this into recharge mode. Turn it into recharge. Spotlights, turn those off because those use a huge amount of power. Turn the wheel blocks off. And at least then those would be recharged within a day. I think the What we might have to do... I mean, I really want to turn that respawn pod into a mining vessel. Problem is I need Cobalt to be able to make more engines to be able to do station keeping. Catch 22 here. I think we're going to have to take the Dragonfly. Almost nosedived it. Alright. So I'm now going up a hill. So where's the valley floor? Is there a valley floor? No, there isn't really a valley floor, but that's probably about as low as I can go. From this point, it's around about 220 meters. Feeling, yeah, I'm getting full, so Yeah, that would explain why I wasn't able to go further in. Oh no, I'm stuck. Oh, I think I'm coming out. No, I'm stuck on something. I see ya. Are you that's what's blocking me? There's another one underneath. How am I going to get to you? Alright. Like I said, they're cybernetic. Otherwise, how else would they be carrying battery supplies? Come on, wiggle your way out. No, something is still stopping me from actually escaping. Can I get out of that? Yes, I can. Just about. Oh. I mean, this is going to be like a long, long drive into the mountain to be able to get to this Cobalt. A lot of return trips. So I'm going to delete that one. I'm going to change that to... Cobalt mine entrance. Bring our solar sails back out. Yeah, this is going to be a lot of return trips. This is why we built the miner. And why we built the ore hound. Alright. Why are you not slowing down, pal? I think I need to check the wheels. See if I've done any damage to them, because could have. I mean, what the hell? Oh, come on. No, no, no. Back on, there you go. Okay, I'm going to have to think of a way of being able to get rid of gravel. As I've now got a ton of material, I think what I'm going to do is... Oh, excuse me. Small conveyor. Actually, you know what? Actually, first things I'm going to try. That's a collector. Connector. That's just a connector. I want... Ejector. Hold on. Yeah, where is the ejector? Have they got rid of it? Give me a second, guys. There's a part I'm looking for, but I think maybe they changed it from the ejector to a connector. I might be completely off base. Yeah, that used to be the ejector, but now it looks like it's a connector. So, yeah, okay. That's cool then. That's cool, because that actually sort of does what I want it to do. Let's see if I can find it first. Yeah. First things first, I want a small conveyor sorter. Don't think it really matters which way around it goes, as long as the arrows are pointing, in this case, outwards, so towards us. Oh, interior plate, of course. Go for 10 interior. That should do our needs to begin with. That's really weird. I keep getting stuck on stuff. Right. We'll put on the smoke and then the steel plate. I really don't understand why one needs one and the other needs the other. It's a little confusing, but this is what the game requires. Anyway, we'll slap that on the end of there. Okay. So, 14 construction comps. Seven small steel tube, 3 motors. Actually, just grab that while we're going and we'll assemble it all. Alright, okay. 2 more construction comps and 9 computers. Oh, I think I've built too many, but hey, whatever. Okay. So in here, what we want to now do is the small conveyor sorter. We want to go whitelist, so that's the only item that goes through is going to be gravel. And then the small connector, we're going to have that on collect all and throw out. So what I'll probably do is that got enough wheels, it should, theory, I should be able to just go straight over it. Alright guys, well I'm going to leave it here for this session. I'm going to keep on drilling into that mountainside to get to that elusive cobalt. See if we can get near to some gold as well. Maybe eventually go and get some silver, things like that. And yeah, I'll catch you next time on Arcangels Gaming. Space Engineers Never Surrender.